What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Shuggy from Shook Earth Media, and as you guys know, huge Alien fan, been reviewing the Marvel Alien comics as they've come out, and we are now going to review the latest issue, number 8, right here. This is issue 2 of the second story arc of Marvel's Alien, and let's just jump into the comic, guys. Alright, everybody, let's just jump on in to Alien number 8. First of all, I really like this cover. Continuing with that farm theme, we got like a background, the lines in the background I think are supposed to be a barn, and it's got the chickens in there, you got the hay, that really nice glow from the hay onto the egg thing. I really like the play on light there, and the fact the chickens are there is kind of funny, and the lines in the back almost look like scratches as well. And that's something that ties into the story a little bit later. So I like this cover. Usually we don't talk too much about the covers, but I like how it looks here. We start off with the aftermath. We see the destroyed ship, and there's a song going on, and the song is like a funeral song. It's in remembrance of the people that were lost. And you know, I like this kind of religious, like, cult energy that they got going on in this issue. It's this like anti-technology, kind of semi-Amish-ish. It's not any particular religion, but it's this own faith. They have their own words. They're praying to the mother, returning to the loom. I'm assuming that's their afterlife. Mother's loom, grace divine. I'm enjoying it. You know, I like these kind of interesting cultural spins on things, that it's not, you know, any one particular religion, it's its own unique thing. So sci-fi fantasy, I really like when they delve into this kind of stuff. I'm a big fan of the colors on these pages. It's like at sunset, so you got these orange tones, and you know, that's kind of a foreboding. It's the end of one story, beginning of another. And I like this the storyline that they have going on, where it's this colony that's going to have Weyland-Yutani return the land to them after they fulfill their contract and all of that. And I like how Weyland-Yutani had them using these machines, and they don't even believe in using machines, so they were compromising their beliefs to fulfill this contract, and it looks like that's almost going to be their comeuppance in a way. So I find it interesting. There's a lot of cool play with you know, different themes going on here. So I'm a fan of how this starts out, and we got, you know, they're discussing, you know, the ship crash, and Jane here is the leader. This is Jane here. She's the leader of this crew, and she's talking about what she saw. She saw the alien on the ship kill somebody, and nobody believes her, of course. And I'm a big fan of this conflict. It's, you know, we found out last issue is she has some kind of terminal illness that could be cured on Earth, but because of the faith that she propagates as the leader of this group, she is unable to cure herself. So she's dealing with that, and it was supposed to be a secret, but people found out about it. And I like what's going on here. Just a small note on the dialogue here. They're kind of halfway attempting to do some kind of dialect here, and it's almost like a southern kind of dialect. You know, we got them saying ain't, and you know, little things like that. I feel like they didn't fully commit to the bit. So, you know, I don't have an issue with them using the dialect, but it seems like just little bits of it here. It doesn't feel fully authentic just because it's only little bits. But that's a really minor complaint. I really like this conflict here that they have, where you know, this guy right here is talking about how they lost, Weyland-Yutani lost a lot of money with the crash, and then people were like, oh, the truth comes out about you. And you know, they're talking about the contract and how Weyland-Yutani is gonna renege on the contract, or they think they might, and you know, all that really makes sense. So I'm digging the conflict here. And we get this really nice page again. I really like the lighting here. Yeah, Jane is talking about what she saw on the ship. Not everybody believes her, and this is when it comes out that, oh, that they know that she's been sick and stuff. He's like, wouldn't it make more sense that it was your sickness making you see these things? And then we have this argument here. I really like this conflict that, you know, this guy, he doesn't even know if she's telling the truth, and she needs to be the leader of this group. She needs to reassure people and all of that, and instead she's, you know, doing kind of the opposite of that. And here he brings in the point that she was inhaling a lot of smoke, and that might be causing her to see things. And despite her wishes that nobody goes out at night, of course, people are going out at night. And they're going to, you know, kind of go through the shipwreck. And these two aren't supposed to be out together, apparently. And they come in and they see this organic stuff. And I like this bit where they think that these eggs are, they're pipes and all that. Because, of course, you know, they're not as familiar with machinery and stuff as people who don't follow their faith. So we get it's a really brutal kill here, and you know, they don't really skimp on the alien action, which I really appreciate. So I think it's really good. I like that, you know, every issue has to have aliens. They gotta have them killing. I thought we were going to do the thing where it's like a mystery for longer. I thought we were going to hold out and, you know, have a little bit more mystery and intrigue there. But we're in this issue just jumping right into everybody finds out the truth about the situation, that the aliens are real. I thought we were going to have another issue or two without that, but maybe they were like, oh, okay, we've had this before where, oh, somebody is not believed and all that. So maybe they just want to jump right past it. And here is, you know, Jane finding out about these guys getting killed, or that they didn't come back. One mistake, I think this is a mistake. I don't think this is a dialect thing. She says, he never come home instead of never came home. I don't know if that's a dialect thing or not. I'm leaning towards that it's a mistake, but, you know, very minor thing. You know, typos happen. It's all good. Although, you know, it's hand-done lettering, I believe so. But yeah, and then we find the aftermath of the bodies. And it's brutal. It's very brutal. So I like this daytime art. You know, we're not doing the sunset coloring anymore, which I did enjoy. But, you know, just seeing the lush colors of this planet was always a lot of fun. And then we got Jane. She has her face is bleeding at this point, and she wants to lead this expedition to find Becca, the missing girl, but her second in command is trying to tell her, hey, like, your face is bleeding, you can't protect yourself. But they get cut off by finding Becca. She is in a nest. And then this is when everybody finds out the truth. See, yeah, I thought there would be a bit more mystery here. She would be gone or something. You know, they'd be picked off one by one. But it seems like we're not doing the whole serial killer mystery thing with the aliens this time. We're just jumping right into the action. So I really appreciate it. And again, it's just good action. It's fun. I'm liking this story arc. So it's cool. You know, I like how they have guns. But they also have, you know, bows and arrows and stuff, because they're not as into the technology, of course. But yeah, you get some gross action, you get the nest. You know, it's all stuff we've seen before. But then she goes back to Ambrose. Ambrose is her number 2. She goes back to his house, and it turns out that there's eggs in there already. And of course, you know, it's alien, so we have to have the surprise synthetic thing going on. Which, you know, I suppose is a bit of a cliche at this point, but you know what? It works here, because I wasn't really expecting it necessarily, even though, like, I should be expecting it. It works here, the way that they do it. Like, this is where the scratches come in that I was mentioning. She scratches his face, and now he's bleeding the, you know, silver goo stuff. And, of course, it would make sense. Weyland-Yutani wants to plant somebody here, and, you know, the contract is up. They're done working for them, so of course they are going to use the colony. Instead of giving it back to them, which would give them nothing, they're going to use the opportunity to hatch more aliens. So, you know, naturally, I would assume that the crash was unintentional, but the aliens coming to the planet was intentional, and he purposefully has these eggs in his house, and there's a little cliffhanger of, oh, the face hugger is coming out of the egg, and is Jane going to be, you know, impregnated or whatever, which I would assume would not be the case. But yeah, I like this comic. This arc is interesting. So I like this arc so far. I like the colony idea, the little religion faith they got going on, and there's some good action here, some good art again. I mean, the lighting in this and coloring in this arc has been really good. So I'm enjoying it. So we'll see how it ends and where it goes from here. I'm assuming it's going to be another 6-issue arc, so we're a third of the way through, and I think they did a good job at setting everything up. And it's all in how it's going to be executed from here. So I would be surprised if Jane ends up dying. So, you know, because we don't really have another point of view character on lock that we're really, you know, invested in or interested in, unless like this unless this Ambrose guy becomes the anti-hero. So, you know, I'm really enjoying this dynamic. It's a lot of fun. And, I mean, fun might not be the right word, but you guys know what I mean. You know what I mean. We got this we got this little silo thing with the alien perched on it. That's the cover for the next issue. Supposedly on sale already, but when I went to the comic store, it was delayed for some reason. So, you know, I guess there's been distribution issues with Marvel lately, so... You know, we'll get to it when we get to it. I'm not always in a rush to get these reviews out because people seem interested after the fact. So I recommend these comics. I like the first arc, and I'm liking the second arc as well so far. And it's a lot of fun. So if you're an Alien fan, you know, it's pretty good. You know, it's not as good as, you know, the like OG Dark Horse comics with Newt and the other guy slipping. The Hicks guy, and those comics are really good. If you can dig up those, I highly recommend those. But these are good, you know, definitely surpassing my expectations. The writing is interesting. The characters have a bit more depth than I was expecting, so I'm enjoying it overall. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you want to see more Alien reviews or comic reviews, we do movies and TV and some video game videos as well. If you like that kind of stuff, be sure to hit the sub button and hit like and all of that, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. With that, it's been your boy Shuggy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Thanks for watching.